There comes a time in life when the value you carry, your essence, your energy, your spirit, becomes too costly for those who once had access to you. Not because your love, kindness, or presence ever had a price tag, but because your growth has elevated you into a frequency that they can't match. You see, you are priceless, and not everyone can afford the cost of alignment anymore. In some cases, yes, it may show up in the material. People who once expected you to show up financially, emotionally, or physically are no longer entitled to that version of you. But more deeply, on the energetic level, your very presence has shifted. Your vibration has risen. And when Source begins to unlock doors, when purpose begins to burn so brightly within you, those who don't resonate with your frequency start to fade out. They can no longer afford the cost of your peace. They can no longer afford the investment of your time. They can no longer afford the richness of your presence. Because to be near you requires authenticity. It requires truth. It requires integrity. And let's be honest, some people just don't have the budget for that anymore. The currency of energy. Think about it. We often talk about money, possessions, and wealth as measures of value, but the real wealth is energetic. The real exchange happens in spirit, in presence, in the unseen ways people impact each other. When you walk into a room, your energy either lifts the atmosphere or it challenges the shadows that dwell there. And for those unwilling to evolve, your very existence feels too expensive. It costs them their comfort zones. It costs them their illusions. It costs them their excuses. This is why some people pull away, why others turn cold, why some even try to compete, belittle, or discredit. It's not that you changed in a negative way, it's that your frequency upgraded and they didn't renew their subscription. They can't afford the cost of accountability that comes with being connected to you. Doors opening, focus shifting. Source is moving in your life right now. Doors are opening in ways you never expected. Opportunities are showing up that once seemed impossible. And because of that, your focus is shifting. You're no longer investing energy in people who drain you. You're no longer pouring into cups with holes at the bottom. You're no longer begging for reciprocity where there is only entitlement. Instead, you're directing your energy toward purpose, toward calling, toward destiny, toward building, creating, and living in alignment with the vision placed inside you. And here's the thing. When you shift focus to your divine purpose, you don't lose people. You simply discover who was never truly meant to go with you in the first place. If this message resonates with you, I want you to type in the comments right now, "They can't afford me." Let that be your declaration. Say it boldly, write it as a stamp of self-worth. And while you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread this word to someone else who needs it. And if you feel led in your heart, contribute to the growth of this channel by supporting through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Every bit of love helps keep these messages flowing to the soul tribe that needs them most. The awakening of value. There was a time you gave freely without boundaries. You poured yourself into people and situations that never truly deserved you. You mistook loyalty for obligation. You confused self-sacrifice for love. But the awakening has happened. You've realized that your love has weight. Your words carry life. Your presence has power. And you've stopped discounting yourself in places that didn't honor the value you brought to the table. Think about a priceless piece of art. You don't walk into a gallery and haggle with the curator over its worth. You don't walk into a museum and demand the Mona Lisa be placed in your living room. Priceless things are protected, elevated, and reserved for spaces that honor their value. That's you now. The separation phase. And with this realization comes separation. This is one of the hardest parts of growth. Understanding that not everyone you started with can go with you. Not everyone who knew you before transformation will understand you after it. There are people who loved the old version of you because that version was more accessible, more giving without boundaries, more willing to bend. But the new version of you, the awakened version, the aligned version, that one comes with standards, that one comes with boundaries, that one comes with discernment. And that version, my friend, they can't afford anymore. You are the investment. Think about what you've invested to get here. The late nights, the tears, the sacrifices, the healing, the prayers, the inner battles no one knows about, the lessons you had to learn the hard way. Do you really think all of that was for you to keep discounting yourself? For you to keep lowering your price to fit into someone else's budget? Absolutely not. You are the investment. Your presence is the reward. Your energy is the wealth. And only those who are willing to show up in truth, accountability, and alignment will get the privilege of experiencing you moving forward. When Source elevates you. Here's the beauty. When Source elevates you, it's not just about you. It's about what flows through you. Your elevation becomes a blessing to others. Your light becomes a guidepost for those searching in the dark. Your courage inspires those who felt like giving up. But understand this, not everyone can handle the light. Some people will shield their eyes. Some will complain it's too bright. Some will walk away. That's okay, because elevation requires separation, and separation creates clarity. Clarity reveals who is truly for you and who is just around you. Family, if you're still here, drop it in the comments. They can't afford me. Say it like you mean it. Affirm it until it sinks into your soul. Walking into alignment. Alignment means walking away from distractions. It means closing doors that no longer lead to peace. It means choosing your purpose over people-pleasing. And it means finally seeing yourself as the priceless creation you are. From this moment forward, let every decision you make reflect your value. Stop explaining your worth to people who can't see it. Stop apologizing for boundaries that protect your energy. Stop waiting for validation from those who were never meant to validate you in the first place. You are aligned, you are chosen, you are priceless. The shift in perspective. What once hurt you, people leaving, relationships ending, circles closing, was really just divine redirection. You weren't being abandoned, you were being upgraded. You weren't being rejected, you were being repositioned. Now, instead of asking, why don't they want me? You realize the truth. They simply can't afford you anymore. They can't afford your peace. They can't afford your joy. They can't afford your healing. They can't afford your destiny. And that's not arrogance, that's awareness. The priceless path forward. So where do you go from here? You keep walking in your purpose. You keep building what Source placed inside you. You keep shining your light unapologetically. And as you do, the right people, the ones who value you, honor you, respect you, will naturally align with you. They won't see you as too expensive. They'll see you as the priceless gift you are. Because the truth is, when you stop discounting yourself, you make space for divine connections, partnerships that align, relationships that uplift, opportunities that reflect your true worth. Closing empowerment. So yes, you are priceless. Yes, you are chosen. And yes, they can't afford you anymore. And that's not something to mourn, it's something to celebrate, because it means you've grown, you've elevated, you've stepped into the fullness of who you are. Never apologize for that. Never shrink for that. Never discount that. Your value is eternal. Your presence is powerful. Your energy is divine wealth. Walk boldly in it. If this word touched your spirit, let's flood the comments with, they can't afford me. Say it proudly, say it boldly. Let it echo as your truth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so this message can reach others who need to hear it. And if you want to support the growth of this channel, you can do so by using the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Every contribution helps us continue to spread messages of empowerment, healing, and divine purpose. You are priceless. They can't afford you anymore. And your destiny is calling.